Arctic Liquid Freezer 280 A RGB opinion. Arctic is a leading manufacturer of PC coolers and components. The company has a 20-year history of pushing the envelope on what consumers can expect regarding quiet PC cooling components. Be it air coolers, liquid coolers, fans, or thermal paste, Arctic has a legacy of releasing exceptionally received products. From the Freezer 7 Pro during the Core 2 Duo and Core 2 Quad days to the more recent Liquid Freezer 2 lineup on top of their success with thermal pastes such as the MX series, suffice it to say that Arctic is well known in the enthusiast DIY PC market, and considering their track record, the recognition is well deserved. The Arctic Liquid Freezer 280 A RGB is an eye-catching all-in-one liquid CPU cooler you will either love or hate in regards to the pump design. At first glance, it is, in my opinion, ugly, but part of that is due to an included fan in the pump housing for cooling the motherboard's VRM. So while the feature is gimmicky, it may prove useful on budget motherboards. Regardless, this feature is the main reason for the chunky pump block design and thus its lack of visual appeal. Still, with growing support showing just how good these coolers perform for some, the trade-off of looks versus performance is an easy one to make. That said, it's also time to take a closer look. The Arctic Liquid Freezer 280 A RGB retails for $119.99. Pro. Good cooling performance. Good noise optimized performance. 6-year warranty. Perfect memory and GPU clearance. Decent build quality. Attractively priced. VRM fan actually does lower temperatures. A RGB lighting for those who want it. Contra. Pump design will not appeal to everyone aesthetically. VRM fan rather pointless except in niche situations. Rigid pump fittings make routing the tubing a bit more difficult. Packaging does little to protect the cooler. Mounting hardware could be further streamlined. Overall, the Arctic Liquid Freezer 280 A RGB is a damn good all-in-one liquid cooler. While performance wasn't all that different compared to the other two 280mm units, Arctic holds a slight edge once you take into account noise levels. That trend continues with noise-normalized performance tests, where Arctic is again clearly a top-tier performer. Also, as far as AIOs go, it is a damn good value, with the price tag of $120 helping it beat the pants off the many high-priced liquid coolers available today. Add a 6-year warranty, decent build quality, perfect memory, and graphics card clearance and you end up with a very attractive offering. Even the VRM fan, while gimmicky, actually did lower temperatures by a few degrees on our test benches. While not enough to make it a must-have feature, it at least works from a performance standpoint. Even the A RGB lighting is well implemented, though it's a love or hate feature, and in this case, its inclusion along with the VRM fan doesn't break the bank, so if you are not a fan of either, it at least won't feel like you are paying for feature creep. That said, the cooler does have some shortcomings. First and foremost, the pump design isn't all that attractive. Sure, looks are in the eye of the beholder, but I honestly don't see anything visually appealing about the pump design. Additionally, the rigid fittings used on the pump limit a user's ability to route the tubing as they lack the flexibility provided by swivel fittings. While not the end of the world since the tubing is 450mm long, it is still something to keep in mind. As for the mounting hardware, it's not awful, but due to various changes between revisions and the pump's overall design, there could be potential compatibility issues in certain situations, not to mention the many bits and pieces. Again, while not the worst design I have encountered, there is still room for improvement. The same goes for the packaging. While the Arctic Liquid Freezer 280 A RGB did arrive safe and sound, the packaging is bare bones in regards to the protection it offers. I would prefer some improvements there as well. In summation, most of the issues I have with the Arctic cooler are trivial. The Liquid Freezer 280 A RGB's performance, value as far as AIO coolers go, and warranty make it easy to recommend if the visual aesthetics of the pump don't bother you.